Good afternoon and welcome one and all. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me in the commentary box today is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy and the irrepressible David Gower.
Thanks, Mike. Always a pleasure to sit alongside you. I've been down in the middle looking at conditions, and you'll be looking at plenty of runs on this pitch. Not much fun for the bowlers. The weather conditions are perfect for cricket. Absolutely no threat of any rain.
Wonderful insight there from David Gower. It looks like the captains are ready for the toss. Let's go pitch side.
Called it correctly, and they'll opt to bat first.
Wait!
Short and wide.
Gill is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on. Going with pace now.
Yep.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
Seemed very happy to take the boundary first up, punched away nicely to get off the mark.
Yep.
Super shot.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Yep.
Struck it nicely, could go to the boundary.
Everything was right about it. The footwork to get back, and then the bat coming through the ball beautifully.
Yep.
Sounded good the moment it hit the bat.
Threw the hands at it, got it early, but enough on it to get 4.
An economical over comes to an end. You get the feeling these openers might be finding their feet.
Yep.
Great shot.
Good balance, really good balance to transfer the weight and stay on top of the ball.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Found the gap with ease, wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets on the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Yep.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
That showed great skill and lovely timing. The boundary was the only place it was heading.
Santner, the left-arm orthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the north.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team. Going to take something special to break it up.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south.
Yep.
Gone! Excellent catch, close to the bat.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. The runs were really starting to flow.
Yep.
Good shot, found the gap.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
The right arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the north end.
Yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
Again.
Wait.
Overstepping, just a little too eager on that delivery.
Middle that one, great timing.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Yep.
Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
A loose delivery, seen early, and it was dispatched easily.
power and precision in that shot.
Great work from these two, really strong batting. They've looked really comfortable.
Yep.
Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
They haven't messed about, brings up a rapid 50, hasn't let any of the bowlers settle.
Hitting.
Yes.
Great shot through the gap.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Hitting the same spot.
Yep.
Good shot. A beauty.
That's the best answer to any short ball. Get onto the back foot and pull it away for 4.
Edged.
Yes.
Pushed onto the front foot and presented the full face of the bat.
Yep, yep.
Nicely played.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. It's flown over the boundary.
Yep.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think. Gone. It's a good catch.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds, and you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll
Yes, yes.
got all of it, and for 6.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd to get...
Yes.
Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
That is an amazing half century, just mammoth stroke making. Such an impressive stint at the crease so far.
Gone right through the defences.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter.
Yep.
They'll get at least 1. Could that be out? Looks so.
Trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skill.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease.
Catch.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Yes.
And the innings comes to an end. The Indians will need 188 runs. This is a really defendable total. The openers will need to get their iron very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they're to have any chance.
That's a much better directed short ball. Didn't quite manage to get the bat in position.
Wait. Yep.
Nice shot.
Yep, yep.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap. Almost led to a run out.
5 runs added in that over. The Indian
Yeah, yeah.
sounded good the moment it hit the bat.
Judged the length absolutely beautifully, footwork was immaculate, but it was the hands that got that to the fence.
Right there.
Right off the middle of the bat.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Good bit of timing there.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Super shot.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope, punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
6 off it. The Indians are none for 31. Kock
Yes.
picks the gap perfectly.
That ball was just an invitation that was accepted by return of post. Carr
Yes.
super piece of timing.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Yep.
Super shot that.
That really wasn't a great delivery, seen early, and it was dispatched with aplomb.
The right-arm fast bowler is coming into the attack.
Yep.
Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away.
Built some momentum for the team with this 50 partnership. Their team...
Nicely played.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. It's flown over the boundary.
Yep, yep.
Immaculate timing there.
Got to get the length right, the line right. It was all wrong. Crashed away for 4.
Wait, yep.
Great shot through the gap.
It was in the gap, pretty much all the way along the ground to the boundary rope. Off to a good start now.
Yep.
Nicely played, perfect timing.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
The bowler watches that one go straight back over their head for 6. Brilliant shot.
That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
Gets onto the front foot, and that shot is full of aggression. Sent high and long over the rope.
Yeah.
A real beauty. Just times it so well.
Really good innings to bring up the half century. Impressive batting, and will want to push on from here.
Timed that brilliantly. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the north end. Got all of it, and for 6.
That was the slower ball, and it didn't fool anyone. Got the timing just right. Beautiful shot.
Huge appeal.
The first wicket is down, back to the pavilion, and disappointment is etched on their face.
Very sweet off the bat, and 4 all the way.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
Don't. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
That shot brings up the half century. Beautiful batting display, very solid.
Gone, brilliant caught and bowled.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills...
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease.
Waiting.
Out. Pretty straightforward catch in the end.
So that's the 3rd wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of...
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind. Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
3 for 139. That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
That was just a massive shot. Middled it, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
Yep.
Super shot that.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches that to the boundary.
Yep. Nice shot.
Gets onto the front foot, and that shot is full of aggression. Sent high and long over the rope.
Middle that one. Great timing.
Really charging towards 3 figures now. Absolutely hammered that one.
Times it nicely.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4. Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that.
Nicely played.
Solid partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
They have well and truly hammered this attack today to all parts. A brilliant innings at well over a run a ball. Always looked like that target was just under par, and so it proved. Chased down easily, great batting and a deserved win.
Not sure which way this match was going at first, but it ended up being a pretty easy victory. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. See you soon.